What's good? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to Generation 9 Legend ZA OU. So, we're here today. We have this entire team set up. It's pretty much the same team, but swapping out, say, Mega Scarm for the likes of, say, for example, Mega Starmie. As I think that both of these Pokemon fit into this team structure really well, which is kind of like a more bulky offense, which is definitely my style compared to, say, a hyper offense or I like hyper offense, but like basically that or balance, which is kind of one of those like icky matchups that I don't like dealing with. But as you see, they go Talonflame on that on the Dragon Tail swap with the Greninja. I do that as they will probably go for a flamethrower or defog, which is probably the best move. Yep, you go defog. I don't mind that. They're a Supreme Overlord on that. What I'm going to do now is predict the Dragonite coming in. The U-turn, obviously. It's kind of my move. And if they go Chestnut, then that's their fault. Or if they go Greninja, that's their fault. As you see, they go Chestnut. That's their fault. Getting burnt. Which means they're on a timer. They're not lefty. So that means they're Mega Chestnut, depending on the matchup. And they're actually knockoff, which is scary. But they don't have spikes. They don't have hazards. And we are guaranteed to be faster. I'm going to go for Steam Eruption in case they swap. Knock out the Chestnut. Amazing. You go Crocodile on their own. I am physically bulky. If they go Earthquake, that does most of my health. If they do knock out the Crook. So we got 2 Mons with the worth of 1. And basically, all of their potential Stealth Rockers are down. That's because of Volcanion doing stupid work. Let's see. The Earthquake, though, which is not a very good surprise. But we are going into Gourgeist real quick. Man, I realized I should have had a Will-O-Wisp over that. That's my fault. But yeah, as you see, I could have Will-O-Wisp. That's kind of on me. Yeah, there's one. Let's see, the Ice Spinner doing about 61%. So do another little Poltergeist. That's there. And obviously, this is 284 times that. Well, we're going to go for a Shadow Sneak, doing a lot of damage. It's the Ice Spinner. Amazing. So basically, they are weakness policy, and it was disturbed. So we know that we are going to go into Thunderbolt because that's our best move. To go Extreme Speed. Even though we are hasty, we survive, knocking out that Mon. And basically, they're probably going to go Gale Wings on the Brave Bird. Let's see. Obviously, the U-turn, even though they get hit by that. So that and the Rocky Helmet, which is amazing. I don't mind swapping myself to Floette because I do not want to get a Battle Bond situation happening. You know what, it might happen. I do not want it to happen, even though I'm going to put Light of Ruin. Yeah, and there. That's going to blow. That really blows. Because I think I would have survived with Starmie and let it through, but it is what it is, they say. Let's go into this. I'm going to go Mega Evolution and go Rapid Spin. But let's try our hardest. Let's see what we can do with Mega Starmie and see. Because it did really well on the ladder. It's just, I'm very tired. It's like 6:15 in the morning. Stayed up super late for it, but it's kind of on me. They threw. Are you serious? You threw. And 42% on that front. Hey, yo. Let me get that real quick. Let me get that stuff from real quick. Yeah, you threw the game. You threw. I don't know why you threw, but you do that. And, of course, this is a once per game thing, so you won't get that boost back. Nope. And that's where you goob. Goodbye. There's a Thunderbolt. Goodbye to the Greninja. Of course, there's the Emboar. I know you're going to be Terra. Whatever, not Terra. You're going to be Mega Evolution, Supreme Overlord, Sucker Punch. So what I'm going to do now is waste the rest of your Sucker Punches. Let's see. There's number 2, right? Let's see. I'm going to go for Zen Headbutt just in case. No! I was like playing the Sucker Punch war and I lost. Well, yeah, that's GG's to them. They left already, so I can't say GG's. We had GG's to my opponent. Let's move on to the next game and see what we can do from there, baby. Let's get it. All right, so we got another game. So it either is a fat balance team with extra drill spin, having Scarm as hazards. Of course, Dragalge being Mega Dragalge. But yeah. You know what? Screw it. I forgot something. But it is what it is, they say. We're going to go into Volcanion in case they do go Scarm, but you go Floette Internal, which is probably the smart move. Let's see if it Mega Evolves or going to be something. Let's see if it's the first Mega Floette if we ever see. Let's see what we can do from there. They go Light of Ruin, doing barely, well, about half their health. But look, we do have that. We don't get burnt, but that's amazing. We're going to Flamethrower in case they go Dragology or whatever. That's fine. I mean, not really Dragology, but you know what I mean. But let's see. Are you going to go for a Draco or are you going to go for a move? You go Acid Spray, not surprising. And I'm a Stealth Rock in case you swap Skarm. Predictable on that front. Amazing. So what I'm going to do now is go Volcanion on my swap. And let's see. Swap. No, you go Mega. Uh-oh. You are Mega. Of course you are Mega. Okay. That is definitely... I was like thinking, is it Mega... Is it Mega that? Is it this? No. This is crazy. You get the burnt, which is amazing. So let me go back to Garchomp. Let's see if you go Draco. Let's see. You go Sludge Wave. Okay. So I'm going to do this. In case they go Skarm, I am going to go Dragon Tail. Getting rid of that Skarm situation. They go Draco. Okay, so they're guaranteed that. So they drop their special attack, which is scary. But I am going to Mega Evolve my Starmie. And he's like, oh, I don't have speed? Not really. Let's say Prio. There's Prio, so I just said Prio, and they'll probably realize. -7. And it's like, oh, right, lol. Yeah, it happens to everybody. So what I'm going to do now is go for a Rapid Spin, depending on the thing. Are you weak armor? Yeah, that's what I thought. The Swords Dance up. I'm going to go for a free Waterfall. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, shit. And I think they're going to go for Drill Run. Can't do shit. That's pretty funny. I got reverse swept by my own thing. Hooray. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. It's pretty funny, honestly. It's not really their fault. And look at that. But yeah, it's going to be a GG's on their front. GG's. But yeah, let's move on to the next game. And hopefully this time we get a Starmie situation coming up real quick and see. Let's get it. Alright, we got another game coming in. Of course, Gourgeist being a broken Pokemon. Not broken. But it's the only real bulky ghost type that can really just block spin. But we have Galarian Slowking. They got Clef. They got that. Their only real lead is Greninja, which is pretty sad, but it is a reality that we have to face. We're going to go into Hoopa in case they go lead Gren. Obviously, they will try to go for a Predict. I am going to go for Thunderbolt. Let's see. Are you going to play into the Thunderbolt situation? Are you... You're Greninja Mega, and you still get bodied. Oh, is this a Hoopa thing? No. I mean, originally Hoopa was banned from Generation 6 Ubers, not Generation 6 OU because of how busted it was back then. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to go Earthquake in case they go for... You know what? Let's see. Do they even have that? I'm going to rock up. Let's see if they're going to go for a Clef situation. Yeah, so let's see. And if they go to a Clef, I can have a perfect Pokemon to situate myself in. Because I have a Fairy Resist, which is super situational. And of course, Clef being a Fairy type in this meta is pretty good. I mean, the only real Fairies are Clef, Floette Internal, and I'm trying to remember what is the other Fairy, but not really anything. Of course, their Gourgeist frisk the Rocky Helmet, so they know it's going to be something fishy. I'm going to go Volcanion, of course I'm Boots, but you Will-O-Wisp, which won't affect me, which is a pretty smart situation. I am an Earth Power in case you go Volcanion, which is not really my smartest decision. They go for Leech Seed. I don't mind that because I can go into a... Let me go Will-O-Wisp again. Go Slowking, amazing. So we get the Rocks Chip. I'm a Will-O-Wisp for free. So they can't get for guaranteed damage. You get the Leech Seed, but no way you're going to get yourself back to full health again. So I'm going to go you to Garchomp. So yeah, there's that. They get hit by rocks. They get hit by this. I'm going to go for spikes if it's the case too. You go Chilly Reception. Let's see who you're going to go out to. You go Gourgeist Super. I don't mind that. They go Risk of Rocky Helmet. So I'm thinking you're going to burn me again. Let's see, you're going to burn me or you're going to go Seed me. If you Seed me, that's fine. I don't mind just going for a Steam Eruption in case you swap, which I know you're probably not going to swap, but this will be a potential Scald Burn, so Because that's what Steam Eruption is. It's just a powered up Hydro Pump version of Scald. Which I do not get why they decided to make it, 30% chance to burn and have more accuracy than that. So let's see. There's a thing. Getting about 34%. That's nice. I am going to go Hoopa real quick. Let's see. And yeah, you go Chili Reception. That's nice. So you go Clefable. I don't mind that because you need to get my fairy in. I am going to keep Hoopa just in case. Well, Starmie destroys the rest of their team either way. So I'm just going to keep Hoopa psychicking this. Clef does 58%. Okay, I don't mind Scarf getting knocked off. I don't mind Scarf being knocked off. Let's go Dark Pulse in case they swap because they're scared. Yeah, there we go. And we're almost max special. Or I think we're max special attack. Look at that. And we still did lefties. Oh, probably not the happiest right now. And look at that. We spin block. Iron Hit, nice. So they're probably not the happiest. To go Volcanion, I'm fine with this because I can go into Volcanion on my own. Let's see what they're going to go into. Let's see if they Flamethrower. They're going to do that. Yeah, they Flamethrower, obviously. I'm going to Earth Power. They Earth Power on their own, knocking me out. Sadly, losing out on my Mon. But I am guaranteed faster than the Volcanion. Of course, not surprised on that front. I'm going to Thunderbolt on my own. You know what? I'm going to knock off. Whatever comes in does not want their thing coming in. Yep, there's Excadrill, Bop. And of course, boom. Getting absolutely obliterated because it's not the best Pokemon for that. And they forfeit. Is this a Hoopa gameplay? Or we're trying our best to get ourselves through with the entire meta? Let's see what we can do from there. We'll be right back. Alright, we got ourselves a situation where we got Feraligatr as the Mega Evolution. Either I see Feraligatr, Scizor, Excadrill, or Chandelure as the Mega. I highly doubt that it's going to be the Meowstic. I mean, Meowstic's obviously the lead, but let's see. Scizor is a surprise. I am going to swap into my Volcanion in case you go for the thing. U-turn's obviously the move. So from the damage right there, you're obviously choice banned. So you have Excadrill on the field. I think, yeah, I survived. So I'm going to go Steam Eruption. Yeah. There you go. Like I said, I survive and I knock you out. Amazing. I don't think the crit matters, but yeah. Of course, Feraligatr is going to DD. I am going to do this just in case. They water move, they're screwed. If they go for DD, they're screwed. They go Dragon Claw. Smart move on that front. Dragon's Maul is nice. But let's see. I am going to do this. You're definitely Feraligatr, right? Let's see. And I'm a Poltergeist. Let's see. Dragon Claw is there. Doing 50% on my... That's scary. And of course the defense. Let's see. I'm a Will-O-Wisp. Let's see. Dragon Claw is definitely not a roll I don't want to play with. Let's see. I'm going to go Floette. Of course 280 is scary, but we are faster guaranteed. I'm going to go Light of Ruin just in case they go Scizor, Chandelure, or Gudra Hisui. Obviously. That's Light of Ruin. Does 54%, which is scary. I think we can KO it. Let's see. Let's see you swap out to another Mon. Let's see. And whatever happens, happens, they say. And we do knock out the Gudra Hisui. Choice specs on that front. And it doesn't do nothing. Crazy. Let's see. You go U-turn. Doing that's banded, alright. And then get hit by the hit. Let's see. And you go Chandelure. Obviously, I am going to Stealth Rock up as a Will-O-Wisp. I do not mind. And I will go Earthquake on the second move. They go Scizor. Not surprising. Let's see. Does that. And let's see if you defog. And see if you're adamant. Let's see. Ah, you're adamant. So you swap out to Meowstic. That's fine. I go Spikes up. Let's see. And let's see if I go for Dragon Tail. But obviously you're going to Side Shot. Doing nothing. And you can absolutely obliterate with Chandelure. So we know it's going to be Scarf or something. So I'm going to go Dark Pulse. Whatever happens, happens, they say. I'm going to Dark Pulse and completely obliterate the rest of your team. Because you can't paralyze me. Your Scizor gets absolutely obliterated. And this is supposed to be a Mega Starmie live. Why is Hoopa taking over everything? It's just encasing the entire place in darkness. I don't know why. Yeah, that's why I just... Why are you letting this Pokemon beat you? This is crazy. So to get that, Feraligatr, just... This entire team's getting... Okay, Thank you. Now I got the Starmie situation coming in. I'm gonna go Mega Evolution. I'm gonna go Zen Headbutt to knock out the Feraligatr. Pop. That's perfect Starmie gameplay right there. Mega Starmie gameplay with pure power. And that's a forfeit right there. Goodbye to the Starmie. Well, goodbye to the player, by the way. Trainer 890. So, good job to you. Let's move on to another game. Let's see what we can do from there. And let's have some more fun. Alright, we're back into another game. Another game. Panicking. We're going to start playing again. We need to start not panicking. But yeah. So see a Crocodile on the lead. Do I want to lead into Volcanion? Fuck it. You know what? Let's leave Volcanion. Let's see. Let's see how we're going to do this. Fuck it. That's what I try to say. Live on your life without any regrets. Let's see. Volcanion versus Clefable. Not surprising. But I'm glad I got that lead in to go protect. Obviously, to get not to get burnt. That was the scary part. Let's get the burn on the Vaporeon. Amazing. Let's see. And boom. Burn. I am going to go into my Floret internal. Let's see you wish up. And I bet you're going to go Scizor. So I'm going to go to my... Well, no. We're going to do this. And predict the Scizor. They go Starmie. Not surprising. I am in a Will-O-Wisp because you're guaranteed to be Mega Starmie because they want that for the clicks in the video. So what I'm gonna do now is instead of that, I'm gonna go make a Hoopa. Let's see, not Mega Hoopa. It's Hoopa-Unbound, but I mean, technically Hoopa-Unbound is just Mega Hoopa on steroids. Well, let's go Garchomp. Let's see how much damage it'll do by a U-turn. Let's see. That's not Bandit, thankfully, and there you go. There's a lot of chip damage on that front. So this Crocodile, I am going to go into their Intimidate. What I'm going to do now is Stealth Rock on the field. They go Taunt, that's fine. I'm going to go for a Gourgeist. Let's see, you're going to go for Lefties is obviously the item. It goes to Stealth Rock on their own. I'm a Will-O-Wisp on their knockoff. I wouldn't mind it either way. I mean, I get my boots knocked off, but they go Clef. So this is Magic Guard. Let's see if you're bulky, especially or defensively. You're really especially defensive. You go Teleport. That is definitely something we need to know. Teleport and Protect. That's something scary. I am going to go Will-O-Wisp. Let's see. Pursuit. Obviously, that's a Pursuit Trapper. We do get a Will-O-Wisp off. I'm going to Power Up on that front. Let's see if you're going to get hit. There's a Taunt. Obviously, trying to be scared of that. Let's see. Oh. You ready for that burn? I tell you. And I'm going to go Poltergeist because I know this is going to Clef. Oh, the reads are going in. Of course, we have that. Nothing, fortunately. What I'm going to do now is go Volcanion real quick. Let's see. Let's see that. And they're probably going to do this. I'm going to go Flamethrower in case they go Vape. They do not go Vape. They're playing very greedy. They go Vape on their own. Doing about 13% and plus a burn. I'm gonna go into my Gourgeist real quick. They Protect. No, they Heal Bell, trying to burn, heal everything. But I'm gonna Power Whip coming in. They Flip Turn, obviously. Let's see what damage you're gonna do to this mon. Obviously, let's see. They go Clef. Let's see Power Whip damage. Power Whip damage. Let's see Bop. And let's Power Up damage. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot your Teleport and go to Crook. I realize I'm silly. And let's see. Yeah, that's almost full heal, but I know you can't Pursuit Trap, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you Taunt, obviously. I'm gonna Power Up again in case you Pursuit, obviously. And I know I can't play for the obvious play, but you literally get almost obliterated again. I'm gonna go this. They go Dragonite, not surprising, and I'm a Will-O-Wisp, obviously. And you literally just lost the game because you're just playing greedy. Of course, you DD again, panicking. Like the Anakin start panicking. We're all, whatever that meme is or whatever that I'm trying to remember. It's like from 2017 or something. But we do get the outlasting on that. We're gonna Shadow Sneak on the Dragonite. Goodbye. And look at that right there. So now they have to start panicking on their plans. Of course. This is their super scary thing. They go Clef. I'm going to Power Whip again as they try to get their lefties chip, which is their scary thing. Let's see. And let's see. I'm a poltergeist in case you do that. Yeah. Then I got an idea here. Let's see. And you wish. So I'm gonna spike up on that. Let's see. And let's see. Yeah, that's smart on your front. You tried to predict that. I tried to predict that, which is a smart plan from you. I go earthquake on your scissor, your heavy duty boots, which is nice. So do that, and I'm gonna go for a earthquake again in case you go for defog. Yep, you do that. You roost up. I'm gonna earthquake again in case you defog. Let's see, and you roost up. Let's see if it earthquake again in case you defog. Obviously, and I'm gonna spike up just in case you're gonna go that. So I'm not gonna play around with this. So if you get that bullet punch, let's see. You roost up. Obviously, so I'm gonna do this. Boom. You see defog. Yep. Let's spike up. Let's see bullet punch me. It's gonna get hit and another hit. Obviously, that's what I was playing for. Goodbye. And I'm gonna swap into my Hoopa just in case you do this. Hopefully you're not U-turn. Yes, sir. There we go. I'm gonna knock off for absolutely free. Goodbye to your lefties, Clefable. Boom. There we go. And let's see. I'm gonna go back into. I'm gonna go. I think this entire team gets absolutely obliterated by Mega Starmie now, except for the regular Starmie. I'm gonna go Floette now. Let's see. And you teleport. Nice. So you do that. You are scared now. You have your wishes left. Good, 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 good. So you letting me get the Starmie down. Let's see. I'm an energy ball as you bulk up. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't know you bulk up like that. Okay. That's an obliteration on Starmie. And now you lose and everything. I don't mind you doing this. I don't mind. Look. Bullet punch me. U-turn. I don't care. You go Fable. I don't mind. I'm choice specs. Obviously. Look at that right there. You Moonblast doing obvious damage. They forfeit on that front because Floette is so stupid good. But yeah, the Starmie is not getting the chance because I tried to give it a chance. This was prime Starmie opportunities and they realized I can't kill the Floette. I can't win the game. Could have bullet punched and even though you got gooped and everything, you could have got the Vaporeon switch in. I still would have won. So that's pretty amazing on that front that I got the 1303 with this team. Let's move on to another game, see what we can do from there, and we'll be right back. Alright, we're back with another game, and it seems like we're playing it this way. We're playing another game. Looks like we have placed it off against a Slurpuff team. I am planning on going into a guard. I'm going to go to a Garchomp slash. Well, you know what? I got an idea here. I've got an idea here. I know they're going to be a Focus Sash team, so I've got an idea. So Volcanion on the Slurpuff. I'm going to go Slurpuff on the Starmie. I know you're going to go into your Mon, so I won't be surprised on that front. Let's see. Stick Grab's the obvious play. I'm a Mega Evolve and Waterfall. Yes! Look at my projects right there with Mega Starmie. Oh, you're Moxie? Sweetie. No, 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 no. Are you this? Let me see. I'm a rapid spin. You do not. Oh, oh! Look at that right there. Get my rapid spin out. Get the webs out of here. The waterfall's coming in. Uh-oh. Oh, you're a Rocky Helmet. Okay, okay. I was literally about to pop off and show them. That's how much fun I was having with this team. Oh man, that's scary. We get rid of the Slowbro and Hoopa, but Starmie broke the team apart. That's crazy. So when we go here and go into Floette, let's see. Obviously, Sticky Web's there, but it's way too late now. I can go Light of Ruin. Let's see. Sash, I don't mind. Oh shit, I realized. It's unburned. No, you realize you just get KO KO. And now the only real mon that's there is Crocodile. Let's see. Crocodile, obviously. And you don't have nothing. You're Earthquake, but you barely do anything. Unless I miss, you do not get your wish. Goodbye to Crocodile. They go Dragonite. I bet you go DD. You're Mega Knight. Okay. It's a Soul Heart thing that is super scary on that front. I am definitely Frisk. Obviously, I'm going to do the Willow. Do Flamethrower doing super stupid damage. Let's see that. I am going to go back to Garchomp real quick. Let's see. I'm obviously going to be that. Please give me the Flamethrower. Yep. And I bet you're going to go Draco, I think. Ice Beam. Oh, shit. So I know you're faster, guaranteed. I know I'm probably Goog, honestly. Yeah, no, I'm Goog, honestly. Yeah, I could have done Dismon, but I lost the game because you're being stupid. But it's my fault. Not really their fault. So, yeah, there's GG's on their front. Unless you get it, nah, GG's. But yeah, that's definitely something. We got the Starmie gameplay coming in, but we're going to get one more game, hopefully, and see what we can do for the Mega Starmie play. Let's see what we can do from there, baby. Let's get it. Ah, it's early, but here it is. Here is the final game we have. It probably is against Mega Glade, which is not surprising. Unless we do, yeah, it's Mega Glade because they're trying to try out sharpness. So I think you're gonna try out Glade. Let's see. I see myself in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Gorgeist. I'm physically bulky. They go Slowking, not surprising. And they're heavy duty boots. Nice. So we're gonna go Poltergeist. Absolutely obliterate whatever comes in. Obviously it's Skarn, but that does 25, and it's Rocky Helmet. That's their item. So we have that. Let's see. You roost. You do not roost. You're scared on that front. I am gonna go for Steam Eruption, wherever comes in. Zygarde 10% gets absolutely obliterated depending on the thing. Oh, nope, never mind. I am going to go into Gorgeist because that's the only real resist. Their Choice Band, which is 1,000 arrows, trying to go for that flying type drop. I am going to Shadow Sneak, whatever comes in. Skarms comes in. I'm a Will-O-Wisp on Starmie. So they never ever going to have that. They Brave Bird trying their hardest. Get the Will-O-Wisp off. Goodbye to the Skarmory. And now just go Poltergeist. Let's see. And they're not getting themselves back. So I'm going to go back to my Volcanion. Let's see how they're going to do. They spike up again. Trying their hardest to get rid of the stuff. I am going to go back to Steam Eruption to go Slowking. Not surprising. What I'm going to do now is go Hoopa real quick in case they go Slowking. Let's see. Because I know they're physically bulky. They teleport, which is scary. Go Zydog. Let's see. I know you're probably going to be extreme speed, so I'm going to go to my Gorgeist. Let's see. And if you are going to be, yep, 1,000 arrows. So I'm not surprised. And I'm going to do now a Shadow Sneak. Let's see if you go to Skarm. I wouldn't be surprised if you go Skarm, but yeah, you go Skarm. Pretty necessary on their front. Let's see if I can go back into, you want to go Hoopa. So what I'm going to do now is play a strategy where none of their team can resist Dark Pulse, so they can absolutely obliterate the rest of their team. So let's see how we have those legs. Let's see, bop. That's one resist for Mega Starmie down. We got about 2 more left. They go Zydog, so they're probably gonna be extreme speed. So I'm gonna go Garchomp in case they do that. Let's see. Yep, they got 1,000 arrows. Yeah, that's probably something not surprising. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So why the fuck am I doing this? I accidentally clicked this mon. I'm so mad. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go Floette. If they're going to do that, that's an accident. That was a misclick, so that's my fault. Yeah, I do not need a fairy. I got this. There we go. That was the misclick right there. So what I'm going to do now is go Dark Pulse. Let's see. But yeah, so that was their probably thing. They're like, oh, yeah, it's a misclick. Yeah, it's supposed to be Hoopa over Volk. So yeah, they probably realize they're goob, honestly. Because they have Zydog as that. I don't think they're playing their hearts out on that. I think they're extreme speed, so I won't be surprised about. But we have Starmie. This is one of the mons that can't really get broken by Starmie. Excadrill can't be broken by Starmie. So the only real mons that lose against Starmie is basically Glade and, well, Slowking's obviously one, but yeah. So they realized they had to play against Hoopa, which is probably the scariest mon on their team. Nothing can beat a Dark Pulse, honestly. Nothing can beat a Dark Pulse. Glades obviously hates against the Hoopa. It hates Hoopa so much. I know it because I have to play against Hoopa sometimes. Of course, Excadrill does not like Hoopa. I mean, that's probably the craziest thing, but I said it's supposed to be Hoopa over Volk, which is, you know, honestly a mistake. But that's all I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need the floette. So that's my entire process. Like, I need a definite sack, and I know Starmie can beat the Mons on here. But yeah, so they realize 60 seconds left, so they're thinking hard, which I really do respect and everything, because it takes a while. They go exit drill, which is mold breaker, but they get absolutely almost obliterated. Let's see. Please a flinch. Let's see. Do not get a flinch. No, we don't. Sadly, we don't get a flinch. We do get Starmie up. Let's get to a waterfall. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go for Rapid Spin. Just going to go Gorgai Super. Obviously, sad I didn't get it, but we're going to swap out to Volcanion. There we go. So now we got the Gorgais down. Let's see. Seed Bomb, barely doing anything. I am going to go this. Let's see. They go to Slow King, obviously. I probably have to burn it, obviously, right? Yeah, I have to burn it, obviously. They go for Teleport, obviously. They go Zydog, and yeah, this is just absolutely horrible. But I'm not mad. They played really well, and I made a bad misclick. So, yeah, so I'm going to Waterfall real quick. That's going to be their move. Yeah, I'm going to go for Rapid Spin. Yeah, that's going to definitely kill. Get rid of the hazards and everything. Boom. So whatever happens, they say. Starmie, let's see. I'm a Zen Head, but yeah, it's already over, so GG's. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to get one more game. I feel like I screwed up, so I'm not going to let y'all down with a screw up like that. Let's get one more game, and let's have some more fun with this real quick. All right, we got a Super Sand. What I see is either a Tyranitar lead, or it's going to be some shenanigans, they say. I'm going to go into Garchomp as my lead. They go Garchomp on their own. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Sandvale. So, their only real removal is going to be that. They go Draco on their own. I'm going to go for that. So, they go drop their Life Orb. So, you got Dragon Tail doing most of their health. They're rough skin, so they have that, unfortunately. And, of course, they go Tyranitar. So, their Life Orb Garchomp. So, what I'm going to do is, in case I do get sacrificed, I am going to get Spikes up real quick. And there are going to be Garchomp. Yeah, that's definitely something Tyranitar would obviously do. Stone Edge is not going to get procced by Rocky Helmet, which I understand why they did that. It's just somewhat aggravating, but not particularly my fault. Not particularly my fault. Not particularly their fault. It's just me getting exploited over that. And yeah, that's just stupid play from my front. Not going for the Earthquake and everything. And not only that, but I'm way too weak offense. Weak to weak, whatever. To literally have that. The only way, yeah, this is the only way I could really just win. Which I really do feel bad for my opponent literally losing the game off that front, which is not particularly their fault. Obviously, because they have the Pasho Berry to get rid of Mega Starmie. Obviously, that's just bad on their front. And and look at that right there. Neutral attack does that much damage to my Volcanion, which is just absolutely unfortunate for my opponent. Which is my B. Yeah, just genuinely my fault. I really do hate the fact that they lost the game because of that. Let's see, the Hyperspace Fury, not really too disappointing. I am going to go to Floette. I am obviously going to go Light of Ruin, just in case they go Skarm, obviously, or Slowking Galar. Let's see, doing not much damage, barely doing anything. I'm going to go to my own Hoopa, let's see. Thunderwave, obviously. I am obviously going to go knock off whatever happens, they say. I am 213. They go Skarmory on their own. Goodbye to their Rocky Helmet, obviously. I'm going to go Floette again. Let's see how we're going to do this. So, they Body Press doing barely enough damage. I am going to go for another Light of Ruin. Let's see how much damage. And we knock out the Skarm. Okay. There's one big wall down. We have a few more to go. Let's see. They go Garchomp, obviously. So we go Light of Ruin. They go their Life Orb, obviously. So we have that. So here's the thing. We go Starmie real quick. We are going to go Rapid Spin to guarantee our speed versus Hoopa. Goodbye to Garchomp, even though we get hit by the rough skin. Goodbye. So we have that at least. So we got the Slowking Galar. So Waterfall for damage. Let's see. Oh, please flinch. We get no flinch. No. I'm sad. We lose the game. you know, I mean, after that last game, I felt like I screwed y'all and everything, and I apologize for that. So I'm in it off right here. Starmie was not a success, but guess who was a success? It was Hoopa. Hoopa was the mon of the meta. I say so myself. I'm in it off right here. Y'all stay safe. Y'all have a nice one, and don't let your expectations become your reality. See you on the next one. Bandito out.